Shubhodayam. Welcome all to the seventh batch of Sanatan certificate course on Sanatan Dharma, organized by Veda Samskruti Samiti in association with Visva Yoga Vidyapit. Today we'll be continuing with Yoga by Dr. CSR Prabhu garu. We'll start the day with Vande Mataram by Venkat Narayan garu.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Suphalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyotsna Pulakitayaminim, फुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకట నారాయణ గారు. Now I request M.V. Rao garu, M.V.M. Rao garu to do the pradhana, please.
ముందుగా 1 minute meditation followed by 3 times Omkar. Meditation, please. ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेवदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ओ हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
హరి ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమ. ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకట రావు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ ద ప్రార్థన. నవ్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ప్రభు గారు టు కంటిన్యూ విత్ ది వెబినార్ ప్లీజ్.
Okay, today I'll be showing you the Jalaneti Kriya. And before I show, let me give you the background introduction to the Kriyas. As I already told you, we have 6 Kriyas: Neti, Dhauti, Nauli, Basti, and Kapalbhati, and Tratakam. Tratakam is meant for eyes with a Jyoti concentration in the night before sleeping. So, but that we cannot show in this class. You have to keep a Jyoti 6 feet away and at the height of your eyes, sit on the ground and keep watching that Jyoti until your eyes water, and then close the eyes for some time and then again open the eyes and again keep watching the Jyoti. Like this 3-4 times you do, and then go to sleep immediately because eyes require the rest. That is called Tratakam. Kapalbhati is a pranayama type, Bhastrika type, you all know about it. Then Nauli we have shown in the Shankaprakshara, in the Sukshma Vyayama. Then Neti, we have Jalaneti, we have Sutraneti, we have Dugdhaneti, we have Ghrutaneti. So today I'll show you Jalaneti. Then we have the Dhauti. Jaladhauti is called Rajakarni. We have shown you already once, we have done it, some of you have done it. Varisara Dhauti is called Shankaprakshana. That I have shown the asanas, but the Kriya will be doing the real Kriya next time, not in this batch. Advanced batch we will do the Shankaprakshana Kriya, that to mini Shankaprakshana. Then we have the Basti is now not being done in yoga, but it is being done in Ayurveda and also in naturopathy. It is taking water in through the rectum, through a pipe and all that. So that we are not teaching nowadays in yoga, but it is taught in Ayurveda and naturopathy and all that. Neti, Dhauti, Tada, Basti, Nauli, Kapalbhati, and Trot. So Shatkarma Nirgata Sthaulya Kapadosha Maladika Pranayamam Tatakurya Tanaya Sena Labhyate. So pranayama success. Everybody does pranayama, but results are different. The success in pranayama will depend upon your shatkarma background practice. If you don't perform any of the shatkarmas and only do only pranayama, then the results are different. They are not complete. So pranayamena yuktena sarvaroga kshayo bhavet. Pranayamena viyuktena sarvaroga samudbhavaha. So by practicing correct pranayama, all diseases can be cured. By practicing wrong pranayama, all diseases can be generated newly. Sarvaroga samudbhavaha. So the wrong practice of pranayama can result in generating all new diseases. So what is wrong type of practice of pranayama? Doing wrong procedures, doing the opposite of what should be done. Like for example, when you breathe in, the abdomen has to come forward, and when you breathe out, it has to go backward. But if you do the opposite, normally people are breathing in the opposite manner. So if you will perform Vastriga in the opposite manner, you will get new diseases, heart will be affected. And similarly, even in Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, if the Kumbhakam is done unduly, that means what is not fit for that person, if it is done, then it will be naturally creating a heart effect and the lungs will be damaged and so on. Similarly, when the prana itself is in a bad shape, polluted air, and you are trying to do pranayama with the pollution itself, then naturally the results will be negative. They cannot be positive. Because in a place like Delhi, even to live there has become equivalent to poisonous. AQI, air quality index, is poisonous. So pranayama and all in that kind of air is not recommended. It should be good air quality. Of course, best is trees. Trees will generate oxygen. And timings and location of the place, you all know what I'm talking about. In Pragati resorts, they have proved that the pollution is almost zero. Particulate matter, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. And because of the lakes which are there, the trees which are there. So pranayama is the central thing. It is like dharma in the society. The life society will run on dharma. So the whole of yoga system is based on pranayama, provided it is done correctly and it is done with the correct background. And that background are the Shatkriyas and of course asanas also. Without Shatkriyas and without asanas, if somebody is doing pranayama, then it will have only very limited success. And without pranayama, if somebody is doing meditation, that also will have very limited success. So now let me show you the Jalaneti. There is a vessel like this. You can get it in Amazon. I've taken water. I've taken the water is warm and it is having a pinch of salt. I've already mixed. So I have taken this. Then what I'll do is I'll just put it in my nose, left side nose, and then I bend forward to such an extent that the angle is adequate that the water will come out from the right nostril. But what is very important is during the process of the water flowing from left to right, you should not breathe in through the mouth. If you breathe in through the mouth, then if you breathe in through nose, the water will go into the head. So when you do this, the no breathing should be done through the nose, but only through mouth. Like that, only through mouth. The breathing should be done while doing Jalaneti so that the water will go through the nose and come down, and breathing is happening from mouth directly into the lungs. Is this point clear? It's very important to understand and follow this. And otherwise, once the water goes into the head, you will get pain in the head and you'll start sneezing. So what happens is that even if you are very careful not to breathe in through the nose while doing this Jalneti, some water may still go. And that's why we have some breathing technique of removing the water. Of course, you can do it in standing position in a wash basin, bending forward, or you can do sitting position like this. You can I can show you how to do in standing position. I'm just keeping it in my left nostril and bending sideways. The angle has to be correct and keep the mouth open and breathe in and breathe out only through the mouth. You saw the water coming out from right nostril after entering your mouth. And the reverse again, right to left. Now, Jalnet is over. It's a matter of 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Then we have the technique of removing the water in the head. It might have entered. So you just have to breathe out, bending forward. So keep your hands back. Breathe out harsh to remove the water in the nose and head. Sidewards and front also 20 times. After you feel you have removed the water from your head adequately, then you sit on Vajrasana or Sukhasana or Padmasana, whichever you like, and then practice Bhastrika Pranayama. So in Bhastrika Pranayama, left to left first and left to right next and so on. So first we'll do left to left. And abdomen should go forward and backward. When you breathe in, it should come forward. When you breathe out, it should go backward. Then similarly, right to right. Then left to right. Then right to left. Then left to right and right to left. The idea is to make the nose clean, perfectly clean. Otherwise, it'll have all kinds of things in it. People try to remove with their fingers. It's the best way to clean the nose cleaning. I hope you have understood. You have any questions you ask me now about Jalaneti? You can ask me at the end of the class also, but now also you can ask before I go to the next topic. So the Jalaneti is very good for the eyes and for the head. You'll feel very light and very happy and beautiful.
What is the frequency of it, sir?
In summer, you can do daily with cold water, only in
Sir.
summer. In winter, you do it once in a week or once in 10 days. You better avoid in winter if you are in Delhi and all that. It's too cold. And so here, the winter is reduced. So that's why I showed today.
Sir.
And rainy season also you can avoid because it will create some complications. And summer you have to do daily with cold water. Otherwise, normally it's warm water. Sorry. You can get this vessel in Amazon also.
Okay.
Jalaneti pot. Jalaneti. Jalaneti. Jalaneti pot.
Pot.
Different models are available. You can buy whatever is easiest and simplest.
Okay, sir.
But it gives you tremendous relief in the head, and it will help in the mental peace, achieving mental peace, happiness, concentration, joyfulness, positive emotions, overcome negative thoughts, negative mind, emotions.
Would the regular table salt be fine, or do we buy any?
No, ordinary
salt?
salt, sodium
Mm.
chloride. Ordinary salt, only a pinch of it. Dissolve it thoroughly in one pot. One pot is enough, half left, half right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next, any other question on the Jalaneti Kriya? What is it? Even in medical?
Even in medical stores, it can be obtained. That's what he says.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that it's a good news. And of course, there's an eye wash cup also available in the medical stores. You can buy that. Eye wash cup and put water in, fresh water, and flicker your eyes on in this left side and right side both. And if you don't have eye wash cup, also you can take in a bucket of water. Of course, in winter it will be difficult. In summer, I'm talking about. In the bucket of water, you can put your head, eyes, and flicker them, so the eyes get cleaned with the water. Eyes cleaning and nose cleaning. Nose cleaning also has some internal eyes cleaning. This is external eyes cleaning. Both are essential. External and internal both are essential. Jalaneti will clean internally the eyes. Then we also have Sutraneti. We have one thread, special thread, which is prepared for that purpose. And we enter into the left nostril, it will come out to the mouth. And we clean it. Then we put in the right also, another thread, and the right also. We join threads and then pull out one from this. So this bridge will be covered, and that also will be cleared. So Sutraneti is the ultimate neti. And of course, we have Dugdhaneti and Ghrutaneti, where you can drink milk or ghee through the same vessel. But we are not teaching all those things nowadays. You can drink and swallow through nose the milk or ghee. So I did sometimes that also. But this is Jalaneti, Sutraneti, Ghrutaneti, Dugdhaneti. So Neti is Kapala Shodhini Chaiva Divya Drishti Pradayini. Divine eyesight, no spectacles. I don't have spectacles.
So it is said that this Jalaneti or Sutraneti will solve the migraine
Yeah,
headaches.
definitely.
Yeah.
Not only migraine, any damn problem. Jaturdha, all the problems above the throat. ENT.
My brother was doing it because he had a lot of headaches always. And after doing this Jalaneti, Sutraneti, he was doing it. Initially, it was the blood comes, then after
No,
that,
blood need not come. If we
I
do
mean,
wrongly,
maybe
blood will come.
he was doing it in wrong way
Yeah.
because of the early stage, first
No.
day.
If Sutraneti is not easy to do, you cannot do on your own. You
He
have
was
to.
doing that to the trainer, whoever it is.
No, then I don't know how good or how bad the trainer was. Blood should not come.
Finally, he got rid of this headache. And later on, he was doing it normally, and it was fine. But then he got rid of this headache.
Excellent. Which brother?
I see Gautam Prasad. He is
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, very good. So our Guruji Dikshitulu Garu himself used to put the thread into the nose of people and himself used to pull out and there is any blood or anything. Of course, the worst case scenario was one boy in Secunderabad Gita Bhavan yoga class who never breathed through the nose. He breathed always through mouth because his nose was permanently blocked. So finally, Guruji has taken that boy's case and he has performed Sutraneti and Jalneti, and this much of 100 grams of blue material came out from his nose. So that is the extreme case of horrible situations. Let us not getting into such situations. As you all know, for pranayama, the nose has to be clean, otherwise you cannot do it. Both sides, it has to be perfectly. But I close this discussion on Jalneti with one final warning. If you don't open your mouth and breathe through the mouth, or at least produce a sound like that when doing this, if you breathe through nose by chance, then water will go into the head and you'll have headache and cold and sneezing and all kinds of problems. That's why you might have seen when I was doing, I was saying like this when I was doing this, like that. Both ways, you'll be preventing breathing through nose. So even then, even I never breathe through nose while doing Jalneti. Some water will go into the head. That's why we did a lot of sneezing and different angles were breathing out harsh. I showed you that's very important. If you don't do that and simply do Jalneti, then the whole day and even after 3 days, you will have the problem of sneezing and water in the head and all that. All this is compulsory to remove that water. And then Bhastrika is also compulsory, the harsh breathing to clean the nose both sides. And finally, you can do pranayama normal Anulom Vilom. When is our course ending?
January 23rd.
Oh, long way to go. Okay. What is the time now?
It's 7:05.
Oh, it's only 7 o'clock. So this, what we have learned today is very important. It can change your life. You do it daily, and in summer you'll have a different life altogether. In winter, do it once in a week or 10 days with warm water. In summer, you do with cold water. All the Shatkriyas, they change your life completely. Stomach cleaning really cleans your stomach, makes the stomach healthy. And Shankaprakshana is the ultimate Brahmastra to clean all the things in the entire alimentary canal. That we'll do only next course. I have shown you those 4 asanas. We can practice them today also, just for sake of practice. But in actual Shankaprakshana Kriya, you'll be drinking water and doing them to get motions. That is once in 6 months you have to do it. We have done online Shankar Prakshalana in previous batches in the advanced courses. Okay, let us now do some asanas. We'll first do the 4 Shankar Prakshalana asanas, which we have learned recently. Then go to Shavasana, then do some other asanas. Of course, I told you already, some people have that doubt what to do and what not to do. Sukshmayama you have to do on your own. I'm not teaching now because I've already finished teaching. I presume that you are doing Sukshmayama even before this class starts so that you'll have no time left because it has to be done. All yoga has to be closed by 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock is the limit. I mean, this class is there, you have no time. So before the class, you have to do. And the Sukshmayama has to be done first, then Shavasana, then asanas, various asanas, starting with the basic Pavan Muktasana, Paschimottanasana, the same sequence as given in the book. So the book has many advanced asanas, complex asanas, which you can drop if you are not able to do. But if you are able to do, you can do them. The same sequence, but you can drop in case you cannot or you don't have time. And finally, we have the inverted poses. We have the Sarvangasana. They are very important. If you can do them regularly, your body will be in perfect health. Sarvangasana and Shirshasana. In between, we have, of course, before Sarvanga, we have Mayura. Mayura, Sarvanga, Shalabha, Bhujanga. Then we have Shirshasana. And after that, again, Shavasana. So after that, you start Pranayama. And of course, you may ask a question, when should you do Jalneti? Jalneti is best done before starting Sukshmayama in the beginning itself, in summer. Of course, the second preference is to do it at the end after finishing everything. By then, the heat will be there in the atmosphere. After 8 o'clock, yoga should be practiced. Again, in the evening, of course, yoga can be practiced with empty stomach. Okay, now I'll be first doing Sarpasana, the 4 Praksharana asanas. Sarpasana is this, because you can do it then lying down and then getting up. That is Urdhva Hastasana. Then we have the Kati Chakrasana. Udarakarshana is the fourth one. Then we go to Shavasana. Turn to the left. Come back to center. Turn to the right. So come to the center. Okay, now we will go to pranayam, Nadi Shodhan pranayam, the usual left to right to left with Padmasana. Then we go for meditation, the two last items, and finally Omkara meditation. I would like to clarify to you that the pranic body, I'll explain you about the pranic body. The physical body is only one body. You think you have only one body, but actually you have 5 bodies. Isn't it a good news? So, in addition to the physical body, there is a pranic body, which is number 2 in rank. I mean, physical towards the center. They're all concentric. So, the pranic body is there surrounding the physical body. It is actually there. It is called aura. It can be measured. There are instruments. There are photography techniques, Kirlian photography to record the pranic body or the aura. And that aura, if it is high, large in intensity and strength, then you are very, very healthy. So there are instruments which have measured my aura. And there are people who can measure with their own hands without instruments also. That is through pranic healers. So they found my aura is bigger than the normal person's aura. Because I practice pranayama and yoga. Like Tulsi plant has a bigger aura than the other plants. And people tree has bigger aura than other trees. So this aura is the pranic body, which is inside and outside. It is not a physical thing. It is something like plasma, aura. Then it has got various channels, and they're called nadis, prana vahikas. 72,000 nadis exist. They start from the navel region and spread. So if they if the nadis are flowing the prana strongly well, you are very fit and healthy. So when you say somebody is dead, what do you say in Telugu? Pranam poindi. Prana is gone. That means only physical body is there. So this pranic body is very, very critical, crucial, and important. And these nadis have junctions. They join with each other. Nadi network, like railway network. So those junctions are called chakras. Like we have major junctions in railway network, like Vijayawada Junction, Itarsi Junction, like that. So those chakras are the major junctions. 6 chakras, Mooladhara, which is the bottommost, Swadhisthana, reproductive organs, Manipuraka, Swadhisthana, Anahata, is chest, and then Vishuddha, is throat. Then we have Ajna and Sahasrara. So in Sukshma Vayama, we have done the cleaning and strengthening of various chakras. Mooladhara Shakti Vikasak, Swadhisthana Shakti Vikasak, and now we have done Vishuddha Chakra Shuddhi, first one. That was Vishuddha Chakra Shuddhi. And various other techniques are there for Ajna and Sahasrara up to Samadhi. So these various chakras control the organs in their surrounding. Like Mooladhara, bottommost rectum, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara. So there are cleaning techniques through pranayama and also through pranic healers. They will do it their own hand to the patient. I have also done. It works. They call it Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing. They give courses and certificates. You can attend if you like. That's a separate subject. And Reiki is also very similar. Reiki also works as a Japanese. So everything is in prana. So pranopasana. Pranayama is pranopasana. So the Ida and Pingala are the two fundamental channels, left and right. Ha and Tha. Pingala is Ha and Ida is Tha. So we are trying to balance both. That is called Hatha Yoga. If they are balanced, then you are healthy. If they are imbalanced, you are unhealthy. Both ways. You have to be balanced. So the left to right, right to left is trying to balance Ida and Pingala. Now we go for meditation. Observe your thoughts. You can keep your fingers like this, or like this, or like this. Then watch your breath. Thoughts may not stop, but they will be reduced or calm down, and then watch your breath. Feel the breath going in and coming out. Then third stage, Soham. Soham, Soham, Soham. Hum, Soham, Soham, so. Soham is same as Shivoham. Hamso Nam Sada Shivaha. Deho Devalaya Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatanaha. Tyajed Ajnana Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Hamsa, Soham, Hamsa, Soham, Hamsa, Hamso Nam Sada Shiva. Shivoham. I am Shiva. Mano Buddhi Hankara Chittadi Naham. न त्वक्श्रोत्र जिह्वे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च व्योमर्न भूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे न च लोभमोहौ न मे मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्धो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपा शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपा शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदा पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मा न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhuryapi sarvatra sarvendriyanam navabandhanam naiva muktirna bhiti Chidanandarupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidanandarupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidanandarupa Shivoham Shivoham. Oh. 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 हिरण्यगर्भादिस्थावरान्तेषु शरीरेषु यदेकं चैतन्यमस्ति तदेव अहमस्मि इति दृढज्ञानसिद्धिर्भूयात् सजातीय विजातीय स्वगतभेदरहित अखण्ड सच्चिदानन्द ब्रह्मात्मानुभवसिद्धिर्भूयात् नित्यशुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त सत्य परमानन्दाद्वितीय ब्रह्मात्मानुभवसिद्धिर्भूयात् तथास्तु. So this self, which is yourself, when it is purified and is uncontaminated with thoughts, emotions, or with greed, lust, and other negative emotions, but is pure self, it is pure consciousness, which is the same, identical in everyone. Even in an ant, Chimalo, Brahmalo, Shiva Keshavadulalo, Prema Mira Nindiyundadi Rama. So that pure self, which is all pervading, that is God. Ayamatma Brahma. And oneness, realization of oneself in all is self-realization and also God realization. And that will result in universal love. Hate nobody, even those who hurt you, you should not hate, because the same self is there everywhere. So, aham atma gudakesha sarva bhutashaya sthitaha aham adincha madhyancha bhutanam antayevacha. So, Krishna is the same self, Paramatma. So, we are able to reach the self within yourself. Atma yandu Paramatmani podagadu. You see the Paramatma within your Atma, Pratyaga Atma, Jivatma. That is jnana and that is liberation. Otherwise, you will be suffering intensely with all kinds of results of your past karma and your negative emotions. So the jnana, this through dhyana, that will establish you in solid base of not getting perturbed, sthita prajna sthiti. So that is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, yoga, jnana, bhajana, bhakti, all spiritual efforts. So I'll stop here. If you have any questions, you ask me now, and then we'll close after that.
Okay. Dhanyawad Prabhu garu. Now the class is open for questions. Anyone has any question on today's Jalniti and also the theory class today you have? Please ask. Raise your questions, raise your hand.
It is not theory, it is meditation experience,
Yes.
very profound, deep subject. Yeah. Because it all looks quite opposite to normal life events, which are involved with anger, lust, greed, and jealousy, and attachment, and craving, craze, delusion, maya, moha. So it will be definitely looking quite contrary and contradictory to the worldliness, worldly life. But that is the truth. That is spirituality, adhyatma, jnana. The rest is all ajnana and living in maya and suffering delusions and suffering all kinds of miseries. So this is the only way to overcome all that. Jnanad mukti, liberation is through jnana. That jnana is atma jnana, brahma jnana. It is explained in Vedanta, yo vedadau svaraprokto. It is declared, it is stated in the Veda mantras, Vedante cha pratisthitaha, and it is established in Vedanta. Vedadau svaraproktaha Vedante cha pratisthitaha tasya prakrutilinasya sa para Maheshwaraha. Maheshwara, God, is explained or declared, stated in the Veda mantras, but it is established perfectly in Vedanta, that is Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutras, and it is experienced in the Yoga Samadhi Dhyana, like what we tried today. Okay.
Okay, there are no questions, sir.
We will close.
Okay, just a minute. There's something. Okay, not just a minute. I'll just check the chat box. Okay. No questions, sir. So we go for the Pradhana. Mallikarjun Rao garu, can you do the Pradhana, please?
Sir.
Yeah. Please do.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तान् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अथनाः सथनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
సర్వే జనా సుఖినో భవంతు స్వస్తి. ధన్యవాదాలు ఎంఎం రావు గారు, మల్లికార్జునరావు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ. నౌ వి రైజ్ ఫర్ ది నేషనల్ యాంథమ్ బై వెంకటనారాయణ గారు.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. जय हिंद.
Thank you, Venkatnarayan garu. Now the class is still open for any questions in case you have at the last minute, or in case you have any questions to ask the organizers.